Hello everyone. Today we will study about chapter 3 Our Changing Earth part 2. Contents of this part are major landforms, work of a river, work of sea waves, work of ice and work of wind. Major landforms. The landscape is being continuously worn away by two processes, weathering and erosion. Weathering is the breaking up of rocks on the Earth's surface, while erosion is the wearing away of landscape by different agents like water, wind and ice. Means weathering consists of only one process, breaking up of rocks, and erosion consists of two processes, breaking up of rocks and carrying away from one place to another. The eroded material is carried away or transported by water, wind, etc. and eventually deposited. This process of erosion and deposition creates different landforms on the earth surface. First we will see work of a river. The running water in the river erodes the landscape. When the river tumbles at a steep angle over very hard rocks or down a steep valley side, it forms a waterfall. See in figure. When the area consists of slopy area, steep slope area consists of hard and soft rock. Soft rock get easily eroded and hard rock stand on the way, or water suddenly fall from a great height called waterfalls. There are thousands of small waterfalls in the world. The highest waterfall is Angel Fall of Venezuela in South America. The other waterfalls are Niagara Falls, located on the border between Canada and USA in North America, and Victoria Falls on the borders of Zambia and Zimbabwe in Africa. As the river enters the plain, it twists and turns, forming large bends known as meanders. See, the rivers forming meander. Due to continuous erosion and deposition along the sides of meander, the ends of meander loop comes closer and closer, and in due course of time the meander loop cuts off from the river and form a cut-off lake, also called an oxbow lake. See in diagram. At times, the river overflows its banks. This leads to the flooding of the neighboring areas. As it floods, it deposits layer of fine soils and other material called sediments along its banks. This leads to the formation of a flat, fertile flood plains. See, both sides of river. Flood plains are formed, which is very fertile. The raised banks are called levees. Both the sides, the raised part called levees. As the river approaches the sea, the speed of the flowing water decreases and the river begins to break up into number of streams called distributaries. See distributaries on diagram. The river becomes so slow that it begins to deposit its load. Each distributary forms its own mouth. The collection of sediments from all the mouth form a delta. See, delta. When river start splitting into branches, delta start from that part and ends when all the branches of this river means distributaries ends into other water bodies. Few rivers of the world that form a delta are Ganga and Brahmaputra, Sundarbans delta. Delta formed by Ganga and Brahmaputra known as Sundarbans delta. It is world's largest delta. Besides that, the rivers flowing eastward direction in India, peninsular rivers, Mahanadi, Godavari, Krishna and Kaveri. All these rivers also form delta. Work of sea waves. Like rivers, sea waves also do erosion and deposition and form different types of landforms. The erosion and deposition of sea waves give rise to coastal landforms. Sea waves continuously strike at the rocks, cracks develop. Over time, they become larger and wider. Thus, hollow-like caves are formed on the rocks. They are called sea caves. See in the map. As this cavity becomes bigger and bigger, only the roof of the caves remains, thus forming sea arches. See on the diagram. When caves become deeper and deeper, then the wall between two caves get broken and it get open just like a tunnel in water called sea arch. Further erosion breaks the roof and only walls are left. These wall-like features are called stacks. See, stacks. The steep rocky coast rising almost vertically above seawater is called sea cliff. See in the diagram, sea cliff, which is penetrating towards water. The sea waves deposit sediments along the shore, forming beaches. So in this way, sea waves also form different features which are formed by erosion as well as deposition. See the diagram showing beaches. Work of ice. Glaciers are river of ice which too erode the landscape by bulldozing soil and stone to expose the solid rocks below. Glaciers carve out deep hollows there. As the ice melts, they get filled up with water and becomes beautiful lakes in the mountain. The material carried by glaciers such as rocks, big and small, sand, silt get deposited and these deposits form glacial moraines. See moraines in the picture and lake formed by continuous erosion, and when snow melt and fill this depression form lake. Now we will see work of wind. Have you ever visited a desert? Try to collect some pictures of sand dunes. An active agent of erosion and deposition in the desert is wind. In deserts, you can see rocks in the shape of a mushroom, commonly called mushroom rocks. See in the diagram. Winds erode the lower section of rock more than the upper part. Therefore, such rocks have narrower base and wider top. When the wind blows, it lifts and transports sand from one place to another, or when it stops blowing, the sand falls and gets deposited in low hill-like structures. These are called sand dunes. See in picture. When the grains of sand are very fine and light, the wind can carry it over very long distances, or when such sand is deposited in large areas, it is called loess. Large deposit of loess is found in China. See in picture, loess plain. For today, up to here, chapter is over. Next day, we will discuss about the exercise. Thank you.